Alright guys, taking a look at IBD here. We've got IBD with an uptrend under pressure, which I think is an understatement after yesterday. We'll see how today plays out. So they're saying one more day and we get a market incorrection. What's up, Paul? We've got a mixed jobs report. So let's see what IBD's got to say. This is their top line article. What's up, Noel? Yeah, yesterday ended up with ended up being a huge down day. 2.5%, nothing to sneeze at. At least at its peak, it was about 2.5%. So Dow futures slipped. Nasdaq futures down a little bit. Tech, small caps tumble. That's not good. Those are some of our leading sectors. Although tech isn't a sector, tech is kind of a description. But we've been noticing the index is selling off. It just hit a tipping point yesterday, and we'll see if that continues, or if we bounce up for a couple of days and maybe fail to make a new high and then continue. Or there's a number of scenarios going from here. But they do mention Eli Lilly here. They raised their price targets after following positive drug trials for type 2 diabetes treatment. So that's cool. Raised price target to 130 from 107. Well, those are generally BS numbers because they are analysts. Still, good news is good news. I bought Tesla at 281 yesterday. I don't know. Let's go look at Tesla. Boeing closed towards the high of the day, guys. That's pretty good. I'm not sure at all. That is a weird place. Like on the chart, you're down towards lows, but maybe there could be some more lows from here, and they could just take Tesla with it, regardless of if Tesla's good news or bad news. But there's a potential that, Tesla's at the beginning of a much larger business cycle that's just starting to accelerate. And so if you want to hold this for a year plus, you're probably fine. If you want to trade this for a bounce up to 320, I don't know how long it's going to take for you to get back there. But it doesn't mean you're necessarily screwed. Just depends on the time frame for the trade, and if you get tired of the trade. That's the thing. People trade on emotions a lot of times, and it'll make you get out of positions early, either for good or bad reasons. Let's take a look at the pre-market movers. All right, we got a couple of really big movers. GTXI, we've seen them before. Oh, maybe not. Is that a gap down, or do they do a reverse split or a split? Why would they do a reverse split down to $1? It makes no sense. Anyway, VTVT, REGI. Oh, that looks nice. That's up at 33, only 2 shares traded, so we'll see what happens there. Empty, that's funny. Very low volume over here. SGH, EQT, oops, not EQU, EQT, SAM, ESE. That's interesting. Don't know much about ESC, but that's a nice little flag. EMKR, SESN, MERC. Ooh, nice. MSF. Merck yesterday did that, which was definitely out of character for the market. GTX. Alright, so that's all the Stock Market Watch has for movers. Let's see if the NASDAQ provides us with anything else. Tilroy's up 6%. They notice IBD mentioned that as well. Really gonna throw an ad right in my face. Stupid. God, these freaking websites, dude. I know you gotta make money, but you gotta take up half of my page with an advertisement. HIMX up 6%, which isn't too much. Mentioned Tilray already. SGH. And we've seen VTVT. Alright, not a whole heck of a lot going on there. 2 minutes to market open. And we got QQQs with quite a bit of volume already. SQQQ with a little more volume than TQQQ, and SQQQ is triple short the NASDAQ. So they're trying to front run this thing here today. So taking a look at yesterday's action let's look at some indices. What's up, Blah? So here is the NASDAQ futures. Alright, we're just going to get rid of that volume subgraph right quick. What? How are you showing a volume subgraph when it's unchecked? Anyway, okay, so we had the big day yesterday. We broke a major trend line that the markets had in place for a while now, ever since we had that bottom from the January sell-off. We've been kind of on a weird rally since the second low here, and we've kind of had this trend line been put in place. Now I'm respecting as many lines as I can. This was an initial trend line break. And it goes all the way back to there. There's a couple other trend lines you can have here too. That one, which we already chopped through. This kind of looks like Ethereum right now in terms of a channel on the lower part of a channel. Here's a much lower channel we could float down to easily and still keep uptrends intact. If we go to the weekly, let's see what happens. So that's a weekly, and obviously it's super strong. It's the first point we come to on our charts. Second point is, depending on how you want to draw that trend line, just like that. Oh, market just open. Let's see what's what. Now, also recently failing to move into all-time highs. Any closing candles. Looks like this has been our close so far. So, but let's see what we got. We got the U's up. Put 4 U's in a row. You get the U's, which is a uranium play. Boeing. Okay, so there's Boeing. Down a little bit, not a tremendous amount. Quite a bit of green today. We'll see if that maintains or if this turns into a sea of red. So our bottom one here is up 0.3%. Quad U. Quad U doesn't roll off the tongue. The U's rolls off pretty good. Oh, my kids, the U's. Yeah, something like that. So we'll see if we can maintain these threes or increase this throughout the day. We'll see how that goes. We got Tilroy up 4%, Holly MJ up 1%, Quad U's, TBT, MJ Stocks, CFG, GNC. Some of the usual suspects up here. What's down low today? Tesla down. Always fun to look at. Illumina. Don't see them down too often. Huya, EC. What else we got? IQ. These aren't down tremendous amounts. The market's trying to make decisions here, guys. I'm not happy. I liquidated quite a few positions yesterday. Anything that wasn't looking healthy, anything that was negative, anything that was, I just deleted it. I think I'm left with like 2 or 3 positions. What's BE doing today? We got BE bouncing off a potential trend line. We'll see how that plays out. We're flat at the open. Now we're down 1/3% on the NASDAQ. And our bottom tick here is 0.33 again. So we're maintaining healthiness of these smaller ones. Amazon and Apple are going to play a big part here. Both down about the same 0.3. So I guess, don't watch super duper closely, but just pay attention. My analysis on the NASDAQ. So the NASDAQ has like 10 distribution days now. Let's go see if one expired. Maybe that'll be 9. Yeah, I hate their damn website. Hate it. Love the product, hate the website. RSI explained. Anyway, 9 or 10 distribution days on the NASDAQ is not a good thing. Probably won't get another distribution day today because it requires higher volume than the previous day, and yesterday's volume was just tremendous. So need to maybe probably wait a couple of days till we get another distribution day. In the meantime, it looks like we got Boeing rallying a little bit here. Up 0.5% on our list here today so far, so maybe we'll have a little bit of a green day in some names. The question is that a one-time event or the symptom of bigger problems? It seemed to be the culmination of larger problems because the symptom was, 9 distribution days in the NASDAQ. This being the 10th, I'm just going to call it the 10th. And, going from there. Kind of seeing what's what. But Boeing here doing good things. Boeing was great relative to pretty much everything. What's up, Eli? Oh, Eli Lilly. Look at you. Bouncing back. iRobot, CRISPR. iRobot looks pretty good. Match had a similar pattern. Okay, they're looking similar. Pretty neutral on the NASDAQ here. Now we're positive on the NASDAQ. Do we have a big reversal on our hands, guys? Is the question you got to ask. Okay. All right, now at 0.88% on some of these names. It's like not a major broad market sell-off today. Yeah, it could be. Today is Friday, Eli. Today is Friday. The thing with Friday, too, the thing with Friday is that that's when the market really likes to close their positions. I'm wondering if they took a lot off the table yesterday, so today they can have a normal day, and then maybe come Monday they'll shake it out again. Eli Musk doesn't have time to time the market. He just think about it, dude. He just inked a deal with Tesla worth what $200 billion in terms of CEO compensation. I think that's his trade. If I had 200 billion on the table, I wouldn't worry about owning a few more shares. He's going to get a lot of shares. They're just going to give them to him. That's a good trade. All he has to do is stay off of Twitter. All right, so Eli Lilly here. Great. Boeing, great. We got iRobot setting up good. We got Match setting up good. Well, who cares, Eli? Just let it go. Won't help you with your trading, so I don't know if there's much to gain from that. Oh yeah, stock sheds down. Darn it. All right. All right. Yeah, as long as you got something that helps you. Sorry, doing stuff by hand again. I wonder if I should add to match here. Not right here, but on the break of the trend line there. No, I don't. I just go strictly off of price action. That's it. I don't do fibs on in terms of highs. All right, so now we're up 1% on all of our ones down here. They were at 0.3%. They've since tripled. Nasdaq's up 0.2%. Square rounding up and down a little bit. EDU, Tilray. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not really interested in a lot of fibs stuff, to be honest with you. I think it's I think some of that stuff's a distraction. Unless that's your trading style, then by all means. It's just not my trading style. What's our target and match? This takes forever, Eli. You need to work on that today, my friend. Alright, so we already hit our target and match, it looks like. Now, what is this? This isn't a 3 weeks tight. There's no way. Not at all. I don't know. I'll probably be a little muted in terms of my my entrance into the market, kind of based on, I don't know. Maybe yesterday was just a shakeout. That is a possibility. Lilly's bounced back to highs, which is great. Boeing sitting at highs, which is great. Some of these larger cap names doing pretty good. Hard to get a beat on where this thing could go. Maybe 10% more. Maybe 64. Something like that. Wow. It could be Eli. I mean, they're that way for a reason. So all right. All right, let's keep an eye on some things here, guys. So, yeah, 1.2, 1.8. Market's getting a little bit more reasonable here. We got Bowen doing good. Eli Lilly is just still looking fantastic. I think you can still enter here. Yeah, probably not much longer, though. Match looking good over this trend line. We also talked about iRobot looks pretty good. It's got a trend line, too. iRobot looking really good. Needs to break something for you to get in, I think, but iRobot looking good. Let's just go through. Let's go down the from top to bottom here. See if anything really stands out. iRobot definitely stands out. ENDP, kind of a rising wedge formula to it here. Not quite sure how that's going to end up. Eli Lilly we've already discussed. Huya, Grub. ZTS fairly interesting up here. Has the sell-off yesterday. Volume was pretty muted, so that could be good. Looks like Paycom pulling back all the way back to a prior support, or base, a prior little rest. That could be maybe good for a pullback buy if the market stays healthy. Trying to get square in here. Things are jumping on my screen over here. And Nasdaq starting to, pause. Align. Urban, Paycom. There's Twitter. Twitter just kind of chilling out down here. Not really interested in going much lower. It does have earnings coming up. Looks like on the 25th. We'll see if they rally into earnings. It kind of looks like, let's see what the volume says here. Ever since Twitter kind of had this little reaction here, kind of forgot about it. Always got to look back. Still no major buying coming in here. I mean, there's obviously a little bit of accumulation, but it's nothing major. But we are kind of slowly declining on the descent, so that could be good. Proto Labs is right there. All right, so there's Proto Labs. They're a 3D company. Let's look at what SSYS is doing. They're pretty choppy. Nasdaq's down 1/10 now. I haven't bought anything yet. Thinking about it, but always thinking about it. Etsy rolling over a little bit. We're going to see some duplicate names because these things move in order of percentage gain, so it's going to be jumpy. FFIV bouncing back a little bit. First large sell-off all the way back to the buy point. I think we were already up only we're up 8%. There's Fizz. I gotta get going pretty soon, guys. Gotta get to the kids to school early today. Maybe that'll be a good thing. Boeing's a rock star, guys. Boeing is a rock star. Lilly's looking good, but and I know it even has a bigger percentage gain, up 1.5 on Lilly versus 0.5 on Boeing. And even yesterday, I mean, yeah, Lilly absolutely performed better than Boeing. Already up 5% over 2 days, where Boeing's essentially flat. But yeah, Lilly's rocking, guys. Lilly and Boeing, we'll see if they maintain their own markets. Hold on, guys. I'll be back. Make sure my kids are up. All right, I'm back. What's the market doing? What'd you guys do? What'd you guys do? And now we got, ooh, look, oh no, never mind. Down to 0.65 on the bottom of my chart. We started at 0.33, got as high as 1 and change. Now we're back to 0.65. NASDAQ down to 0.2 negative. Lilly holding strong, Boeing holding strong. Something I want to do, which may be warranted, maybe not. Ooh, Suge Knight claims Tupac's been living in Malaysia. That's great. And why does that show me on FinViz? That makes no sense. So scrolling through FinViz here real quick, just looking at the top movers, seeing if there's anything interesting. AMRN is interesting. That's doing good. Basically flat today. All right, I wanted to look to show you what I'm doing so you guys don't feel like you're left out in the cold. Look at stocks over 100 billion market cap. See, that's huge. Go away. All right, fine. 200 billion and more. Looks like there's 32 200 billion and more. Get out of my way, you piece of garbage. Percent change. You got Cisco up there. Oh, let's do. Here we go. Over 10 billion. No, I want like 50 billion. But I have to pay FinViz to do that. Sure. What's over 10 billion? 712 companies. There's quite a bit over 10 billion. General Electric. Lots of JavaScript errors coming off of FinViz there, Eli. Don't give me crap when I got one. Ooh, what's that one? Canadian Pacific Railway Limited. That's interesting. Oh, snap. Slowly whittling your way down below 10 billion. Would you start at 50 billion, Snap? You piece of garbage. Just trying to see what the biggest market cap stock. Oh, you know what? I bet you I could do this in here. Duh. Market cap in millions. So we're gonna do 50,000. Yeah, it could be, Eli. Could be. All right. So there we go. There's all. What's Boeing doing? I think they're like a 50, 75 billion or something. 0.11. 125 billion. 225 billion. Okay. What about LLY? 1.7? 123 billion. Yeah, so stocks over 50 billion. I think this is where to live. I think this is where I'm going to live from now on, at least. I think FinViz is perfect for what it is, Eli. I mean, look at how much information is stuck on one page. I mean, it's just, yeah, you could kill the drop shadow or whatever, the gradient there, whatever you want to call it, a couple little things, but um, I don't think you can, like the gist of it. Come on, you're here for this stuff. It instantly serves you what you want, so I don't mind it at all. Mattress Firm files for Chapter 11. Musk mocks SEC on Twitter. What? Dude, just shut up. Gosh. Short Seller Enrichment Commission is doing incredible work. Wow. Amazing. Oh God, he's the Trump of the tech world. No. While pretending to charge low rates for passive index tracking. Come on. Well, he was abused by his dad. Deep down, he has huge asshole tendencies. That I guarantee. All right, guys, I gotta run. I gotta get my kids to school. Um, I don't know if I want the markets to go up or go down. I don't think I have a choice in the matter, but guys. But have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. If you're in the Power Hour, I'll see you later today.